Now, art enthusiasts are going to be able to take part in a gallery tour of a very different kind at the Australian Centre for Contemporary Art in Melbourne.
Visitors can be taken on a naturist tour of its latest exhibition, yes, in the nude. Our reporter Tony Nichols has bared all, we think, and has had a look at this unusual exhibition, and he filed this report a short time ago.
Well, for most people, a trip to an art gallery involves a quick browse and some polite conversation. But for some, art is a felt, sensual experience, best enjoyed nude. To find out why, we're joined by art curator Hannah Matthews. And Hannah, what is it like strolling through this facility naked?
First hard question. I actually can't speak to the naturist tour experience myself. I didn't partake. I'm 5 months pregnant, so I decided not to yesterday. But Stuart Ringholt's naturist tour is being presented 3 times as part of the exhibition that's happening at the Australian Centre for Contemporary Art. And the first tour actually took place yesterday. And there was about 40 people who turned up, and from all walks of life. And I have to say, when Stuart actually introduced them to the tour, kind of gave them a rundown of what was happening, I was in two minds. It was very tempting to kind of go in and have that quite extreme art experience at the exhibition.
So we're not just talking about a publicity stunt here?
Oh, absolutely not. No, Stuart's practice, he's been practicing for 20 years, and his work has very much been about kind of facing individually and collectively in a group things like awkwardness, insecurity, anxiety, things that make us uncomfortable, and confronting them, and I guess undertaking a process of empowerment and liberation, which is quite freeing. And certainly for most people, nudity, not that it's in public, these gallery tours are happening outside of normal gallery hours. It's a pretty freeing experience once one has undertaken it. And the group that took the tour yesterday, when they came out of the gallery space, fully clothed, it was pretty, the kind of buzz was pretty overwhelming.
What kind of protocols do you set up for these guests as far as their eye contact and interaction goes?
Oh, well, it's adults only firstly, so it's only adults who are making the choice to participate. But Stuart also gives them a very thorough rundown of what is appropriate and not appropriate behaviour. It's just the same in any public space. And it's 50 minutes. I mean, they sort of actually start undressing in a dark gallery, so it's not a bad introduction, perhaps. But then they move throughout the show, and he basically talks about all the exhibitions, all the works in the exhibition and the exhibition itself. And I think it was a very engaging conversation that was taking place. It was great.
Okay, Hannah, well, it sounds interesting. All the best. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Okay, Hannah Matthews there, the curator here at the Australian Centre for Contemporary Art.
And you're disappointed, aren't you?
I don't think there's any point doing an interview whatsoever, Tony, about an exhibition where you attend nude, where everyone's fully clad. Not much point whatsoever.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
We told
Get
them.
it off, Tony.
Yep, next time. There'll be no excuses.